Let me ask you something personal. When's the last time you woke up hard? I mean really hard, without effort, without pills, without waking up and wondering, where did it go? Now don't worry, this isn't about shame. This is about truth. About you, me, and millions of men over 60 quietly dealing with the same thing. You see, I've been a doctor for over 30 years. And do you know what I hear behind closed doors whispered, with eyes down? Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. If that's hit home, you're not broken, you're not weak, you're not alone. What you're feeling is real, but here's the twist. There's something they never told you. Your body still remembers how to respond, it just needs a nudge. In fact, there are 3 powerful points on your manhood pressure zones that most men have never heard of that can reawaken your morning erections. Naturally, no blue pills, no needles, no shame. Just you and your body working with each other again, and once you learn where these 3 points are and how to use them, everything can change. Let me show you how it works. But first, let me tell you about a man named Dave. Great, here's the fully developed script for the next part. Section 2. The story of Dave, a man who lost his edge, approx. 240 words emotional arc. Empathy, recognition, hope. Let me tell you about Dave. He's 68, retired mechanic, good with his hands, bad with doctors, his words, not mine. He's been married for 43 years, has grandkids he adores, and wakes up at 6:00 a.m. every morning out of habit. But for the last 5 years, something's been quietly eating at him. Doc, he told me, looking down at his hands, I don't get hard in the mornings anymore. It's like that part of me just faded away. He tried not to let it bother him at first. Blamed it on age, long days, poor sleep. But deep down, he missed it, the quiet confidence, the unspoken connection with his wife. Even just feeling alive in his own body. He tried pills. They worked. Sometimes, but they made his heart race, gave him headaches, and worst of all, made him feel dependent.
What if something as ordinary as baking
I hate
soda,
needing a pill
the
to
same
feel
white
like
powder
a
you
man.
use to freshen
He
your
said,
fridge,
that's
could
when I
quietly
introduced
support your
Dave to
strength,
something
stamina,
completely different.
and confidence in the
Not
bedroom.
another medication, not some online scam, but a natural method based on body awareness, using 3 reflex points every man has, but almost no one uses. He was skeptical. Who wouldn't be? But 7 days later, Dave called me. And what he told me almost brought tears to my eyes. But before I tell you what happened, let's talk about why men lose their morning wood in the first place. Excellent, here's the full script segment for why men lose their morning wood after 60. So, why does this happen? Why do so many good men, strong men, slowly stop waking up with morning wood, even when they feel fine otherwise? Is it just age? No, that's the lazy answer. Let's go deeper and be honest. What really happens after 60 is a perfect storm in your body. First, your testosterone naturally dips. That's not your fault, it's part of aging. But here's the kicker, it's not just about hormones. Your circulation slows down. Blood doesn't move like it used to, especially down there. Your pelvic floor, the muscles responsible for firmness, gets weaker. Your nerves become less sensitive, less responsive. And your body starts quietly turning off functions it thinks you don't need anymore. But here's the truth. Your body will keep what you use, and it will shut down what you ignore. That's why this isn't just about pills or patches. It's about reactivating those natural reflexes that still live inside you, just sleeping, waiting, and guess what? There are 3 key pressure points, actual trigger zones that can jumpstart your circulation, reawaken nerve pathways, and bring life back to the place you thought was shutting down for good. You just need to know where to press. And how? That's what I'll show you next, starting with a zone most men have never even thought about. Fantastic, here's the next developed section. The 3 power points on your manhood. All right, let's get into what you came here for. There are 3 powerful pressure zones on your body, not drugs, not surgery, not supplements, just parts of your own anatomy, that when gently activated can wake up your morning erections again. These aren't magic buttons. They're deeply connected to your nerves, circulation, and reflexes, and they've been overlooked for decades. Let's start with the first. 1. The perineal pump zone. This is the area between your scrotum and your anus, often called the taint or perineum. Why it matters? This spot sits right above the bulba cavernosus muscle, a key muscle involved in pumping blood into your penis during an erection. Gently massaging this area for 30-60 seconds a day while breathing deeply can activate circulation, awaken dormant nerves, and stimulate pelvic reflexes. You can do this seated or even while in a squat position. 2. The base of the shaft right where your penis meets the pubic bone at the root. This is a powerful nerve cluster zone. By applying gentle circular pressure with your fingertips, you stimulate nerve endings that can resensitize the shaft and trigger blood flow. Try it for 30 seconds a day before bed or during a warm shower. 3. The femoral artery. Press inner thigh crease. Place your fingers along the inner crease of your upper thigh, just beside where your groin begins. This is where your femoral artery runs a major blood supply line to your lower body. Applying slight pressure here while breathing slowly can signal your body to dilate blood vessels and improve overall pelvic circulation. Done daily, these 3 zones become part of a natural routine, and many men report feeling morning firmness again within a week. But how do you put it all together? Let me show you a 3-minute routine that's easy, safe, and designed just for you. Excellent! Here's the fully developed script for a daily 3-minute awakening routine. So now that you know where the power points are, let me show you how to use them. This is a short, simple 3-minute routine. No gym, no gadgets, just your hands, your breath, and a quiet moment, ideally in the morning or before bed. It's what I call the awakening sequence. Step by step, sit or stand comfortably, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed if you like. Take a deep breath in and out. We're waking up your body, not forcing it. Let's make this gentle. Start with the perineal zone. Use your fingertips or knuckles to gently massage the space between your scrotum and anus. 30-60 seconds. Breathe slow. Feel the warmth, the connection. Move to the base of the shaft. Press gently where your penis meets your body. Small circular motions. This stimulates nerve activation and local blood flow. Finish with the femoral artery press. Use your thumbs or fingers to press just inside your upper thigh crease. Hold for 10 seconds, then release. Repeat 3 times per leg. This isn't about getting hard on command. It's about retraining your nervous system, reawakening natural arousal reflexes, and restoring your body's ability to do what it wants to do. When you stop working against it, it's simple, it's natural, and most importantly, it works. But how do we know all this isn't just a feel good story? Let's take a quick look at the science that backs it all up. Great, here's the next fully developed section. Science behind the points, quick but trust. Building now. I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds good, but is it real? Is there any science behind pressing a few points and getting results? Fair question. Let's talk facts. These pressure zones aren't made up. They're rooted in what we know about neurovascular reflexes, pelvic floor function, and blood vessel control. Let's break it down simply. The perineum sits directly above a group of muscles, including the bulba cavernosus, that help control erections. Light stimulation there can trigger neurological signals to restore pelvic blood flow. The base of the shaft contains dense nerve endings and arterial branches. Massaging it gently can improve sensitivity, nerve signaling, and the health of local vessels. And that inner thigh crease, that's where the femoral artery runs a gateway for blood supply to the entire lower region. Gentle pressure here encourages vasodilation, or widening of vessels, to support stronger circulation. And here's the kicker. Eastern medicine, especially traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, and acupressure therapy, has used similar points for centuries to treat male vitality and sexual energy. Western science is only now catching up. So no, it's not magic. It's biology, gently reawakened by you. But this isn't just about the body, is it? Let's talk about what it feels like. emotionally. To lose this part of yourself and why it's never too late to take it back. Wonderful, here's the next segment, the emotional cost of giving up, and why it's not too late, let's be honest, losing your morning erection. It's not just physical, it's emotional. It's that quiet, invisible moment when you realize something's missing, and you didn't even get to say goodbye. A lot of men won't talk about it. They just adjust. They stop expecting arousal, stop initiating, stop feeling that old fire in the mornings, that spark that reminded them, I'm still here, I'm still a man. And slowly, without ever choosing to, they give up. But here's the truth I need you to hear right now. Just because something's been silent doesn't mean it's gone, and just because you've adapted doesn't mean you were meant to live this way. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s light up again, not just in the bedroom, in their energy, their posture, their confidence, because when you reclaim something intimate, something sacred, you feel it in every part of your life, and know it's not too late. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's been waiting for you to return. So if you've been quietly grieving the loss of something so personal, let this be the moment you decide, I'm coming back to life. Now let's finish this together, because I want you to hear something that might just change how you see the rest of your life. Beautiful, here's the final segment to bring it all home. Closing message, be the fire again. You are not past your prime. Let me say that again, you are not past your prime, because being a man, a whole man, isn't about age, it's about aliveness, vitality, connection, and that spark, that fire. It's still there, maybe dimmed, maybe buried, but it's never gone. You see, your body hasn't betrayed you. It's just been waiting quietly, patiently for the right touch, the right breath, the right attention, to wake back up, and now you know how to do it. Those 3 points, the perineum, the base, the inner thigh, they're not just physical spots. They're doorways back to yourself, back to the man who wakes up feeling, back to the confidence that fills a room before you say a word, back to the strength your partner can sense without even touching you. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about choosing presence. So here's my challenge to you. Try the 3-point method. Just 3 minutes a day for 7 days. No pressure, no expectations. Just listen to your body and watch what happens, because sometimes the most powerful changes in life start with the simplest touch. And when that first morning comes and you feel it rise again, you'll know the fire was